y'all. So I'm sitting here reading Galatians 2. It's the council at Jerusalem. It says here, I went up because of a revelation and set before them, though privately before those who seem influential. Paul said they seemed, meaning that they might not have been, but they seemed influential. He said, I went up to them with the gospel that I proclaimed among the Gentiles in order to make sure I was not running in vain or had not run in vain. Like, who are you checking with to see if you're running in vain? What part of ministry are you working in? In what way are you serving God that you checking with somebody who seems influential? Now, Paul not saying they are or they not. As we go on, you'll find out that Paul found out that they weren't very influential, but they were in fact spies. But it reminded me of, so often we got itching ears and we run to, the this over there, the big name over here, or the little name who we heard giving out a word, because we got itching ears, and so we run to them. They seem influential. But are you running to them to find out if you're running in vain, or if you had run in vain, if you did something in vain, or if you in the right vein of God? Or you just running to them so you can hear a word, so you can get some stuff. You're gonna get a car, you're gonna get a house, you're gonna get some keys, you're gonna get a man, you're gonna get it, whatever. God's bringing you out. Bringing me out of what? I got 25 things he could bring me out of. What is he bringing me out of? But anyway, I want to be more like Paul and run to those who seem influential. I'm going to get to that part. But to those who are influential, those who are sound in doctrine, so that you can tell me, am I running in vain? That's what I love about my pastor. He will let you know. Yeah, that seemed a little off, sis. Even my husband, he'll say, babe, that ain't where God have us right now. Do you have someone that you can go to find out if you're running in vain? Not only do you have someone, but do you go to them? Because it takes courage to go to them. It takes humility to go to someone and say, hey, I just want you to check out if I'm running in vain. Like, really think about that. Anyway, he goes on to say this in verse 6. And from those who seem to be influential, what they were makes no difference to me. God shows no partiality. Paul said this. I say who seemed influential, they added nothing to me. When he said that, I picture Paul. Paul had that thorn in his flesh. I picture him limping off. They ain't had nothing to me. And limping off. He about 5'7", maybe a little bent over, because he older now. He done already ran through and, dogged the people out before he went on the road to Damascus. So he did his dirty work. And so he got this thorn in his flesh. And so he walked me. They ain't had nothing to me. Influential where? Turns out they were spies. He said, I think he said, and I was wondering why Titus ain't never felt compelled. And he had Greek. He ain't never felt compelled to get circumcised. That's a whole Jewish religion, culture thing. But in other words, the Holy Spirit ain't convicted Titus to get circumcised in order to talk to these Gentiles. No, okay. So here you are coming in the camp. Y'all fake. You're not influential. Matter of fact, the influence you've caused, it has caused these Galatians to let go of the gospel, to forego the gospel. That's why he said in chapter 1, I'm astonished. That's so soon. But now I know why. You've been hanging out with those who seem influential. You've been listening to them, and they got another gospel. Not that there is another gospel. Remember, he said that in chapter 1. Not that there is another gospel. I think Paul throw his hands up often. Boom. I ain't trying to hear it. This is what it is. Like, Paul didn't play. I like Paul a lot, y'all. I like Paul a lot because he stand flat-footed and he say what the word say. So who are you running your stuff by? And make sure that they don't just seem influential, but make sure that they are. Y'all go read Galatians chapter 2, 1 through 6. And let's start checking our works. Let's start checking in with those who we know are influential, not just seem, but those who do know the word, those who do know how to rightly divide, those who do know how to run for God. Let's check in with them. Check what we're doing with them so that they can check it against the word and let us know, yeah, you ran in vain over here, but you're running good over here. Oh yeah, that what you did over there, that was in vain, but right here, you're doing this right. Be bold, be courageous, be humble, and get checked.